Look around. Groceries are more expensive. Rent feels impossible. Jobs feel unstable. Artificial intelligence is replacing entire skill sets. Politics feels divided. Social media makes everyone look richer than they are. And underneath it all, there's a quiet anxiety most people won't admit. What if I fall behind and never catch up? It feels like the system is unstable. It feels unfair. It feels chaotic. But here is something uncomfortable and powerful. Machiavelli did not write for peaceful times. He wrote for corruption. He wrote for instability. He wrote for power struggles. He wrote for leaders trying to survive in broken systems. And if he were alive today, he would not panic. He would study the incentives. He would study the chaos. And then he would position himself accordingly. Because chaos is not just destruction. Chaos is redistribution. Wealth does not disappear in hard times. It moves. And the question is, will it move away from you or toward you? Today we're going to talk about how to build wealth in unstable times, using Machiavellian strategy. Not manipulation. Not cruelty. Strategy. Part 1. Stop expecting fairness. One of the most dangerous beliefs in modern society is this: if I work hard, I will be rewarded. It sounds noble. But Machiavelli understood something far earlier than most people. Power is never distributed equally. Systems are built by the powerful, for the powerful. That doesn't mean you give up. It means you stop being naive. Right now, people are angry about student debt, wage stagnation, corporate consolidation, housing prices, billionaires gaining wealth during downturns, and the anger is understandable. But anger is not strategy. Machiavelli would say, do not waste time complaining about how the system should work. Study how it actually works. Who benefits from inflation? Who benefits from fear? Who benefits from regulation? Who benefits from chaos? When you understand incentives, you understand power. And when you understand power, you understand money. If you expect fairness, you will wait. If you understand incentives, you will position. In difficult times, the emotional suffer, the strategic adapt. Part 2. Income is fragile. Control is wealth. Most people think wealth means income. It doesn't. Income is permission. Control is wealth. If your job can disappear tomorrow, you do not control your livelihood. If one paycheck determines your survival, you are dependent. And dependence, in Machiavellian terms, is weakness. Look at modern instability, layoffs with no warning, entire industries disrupted by AI gig work replacing long-term security, companies cutting thousands of employees while executives get bonuses. This isn't personal, it's structural. So the question becomes, how do you reduce dependence? You build leverage. Leverage can look like ownership, even small equity stakes, skills that are scarce and adaptable, investments that produce income without your time, a brand that gives you optionality, multiple income streams. If someone else can shut off your income, you're not wealthy. Wealth is optionality. Wealth is the ability to say no. Wealth is control over your time. Machiavelli would not tell you to grind harder. He would tell you to reduce vulnerability. Part 3. Chaos transfers. Wealth, every recession, every crash, every panic, feels like the end. But historically, downturns create enormous opportunity. Why? Because most people panic. They sell, they freeze, they retreat, they consume fear. Machiavelli understood something profound. Appear calm in disorder. When others are ruled by emotion, the composed gain advantage. In financial markets, panic sellers lose. Disciplined buyers accumulate. In careers, those who pivot early thrive. Those who cling emotionally collapse. In business, new industries are born in instability. 2008 created Airbnb, Uber, WhatsApp, Crisis reshuffles power, and chaos transfers wealth from the emotional to the disciplined. Right now, most people are anxious. That is not judgment, it is observation. If you can maintain clarity while others spiral, you gain asymmetrical advantage. Emotional control is financial advantage. Part 4. Build position, not status. Modern society confuses wealth with lifestyle. Cars, watches, vacations, luxury apartments. But Machiavelli would laugh at this. Because true power is rarely loud. It is structural. The loudest people are often the most leveraged and the most fragile. There is a difference between looking wealthy and being positioned. Position looks like owning assets quietly, investing consistently, building influence strategically, creating systems that pay you. Protecting capital status chases applause. Position builds control, and in unstable times, control matters more than applause. The wealthy do not just consume, they accumulate. They do not just earn, they structure. In chaotic economies, the flashy fall first, the positioned endure. Part 5. Do not be loyal to what is not loyal to you. This is uncomfortable, but necessary. Companies are not loyal. Governments are not loyal. Markets are not loyal. They follow incentives. So should you. Machiavelli believed loyalty should follow interest. Modern interpretation: do not emotionally attach to employers, industries, titles, trends, attached to growth, attached to leverage, attached to skill acquisition. Your career is a portfolio. Your skills are assets. Your time is capital. In unstable economies, flexibility beats prestige, adaptability beats pride, and mobility beats comfort. The people who survive disruption are not the most loyal. They are the most adaptive. Part 6. Fortune favors the bold. Machiavelli described two forces: fortuna, luck; virtu, decisive action and adaptability. You cannot control fortune, but you can control preparation and courage. Hard times create discounted assets, new industries, skill gaps, entrepreneurial openings, but only for those willing to move. Most people wait for certainty. There is no certainty. There is only timing and preparation. The greatest fortunes in history were often built during instability, because while others were protecting comfort, someone was building. Fortune is unpredictable, but she favors the prepared and the bold. Part 7. Psychological power in a noisy world. There is another crisis no one talks about enough. Mental overload, outrage cycles, comparison culture, constant doom scrolling, manufactured panic. Machiavelli understood perception. Today, perception is weaponized at scale. If you consume chaos constantly, you will think chaotically. If you react constantly, you will never position. Powerful people limit noise. They choose inputs carefully. They think long-term. They detach from emotional contagion. The world is loud. The strategic think quietly. If you want to build wealth in unstable times, protect your psychology as aggressively as your portfolio, because clarity is leverage. Closing. Hard times feel unfair. They feel unstable. They feel threatening. But history is consistent. Hard times do not destroy everyone. They redistribute advantage. Those who panic lose position. Those who understand power gain it. Machiavelli would not tell you to complain. He would tell you to observe. He would not tell you to hustle blindly. He would tell you to reduce vulnerability. He would not tell you to chase status. He would tell you to build structure. He would not tell you to fear chaos. He would tell you to prepare for it. The system may not be fair, but it is predictable. If you study incentives, and if you position intelligently, you do not just survive difficult times, you rise through them. So the real question is, in this economy, are you reacting or are you positioning? if this kind of thinking sharpens your perspective. If you're tired of noise and want strategy instead, then smash the like button so more people see this. Subscribe if you want deeper breakdowns on power, wealth, strategy, and psychological advantage in modern society. Because in chaotic times, clear thinking is rare, and rare thinking is valuable. I'll see you in the next one.